Meet Blitzchung, a Hong Kong-based Hearthstone player. On October 6, 2019, after winning the Hearthstone Grandmasters tournament, during the post-game interview, Blitzchung is faced with a choice: the possibility of offending Blizzard, or showing his solidarity with Hong Kong protesters and defending his liberties. Blitzchung chose the latter. These are the facts, and from this point on in the video, I'll be offering my opinions along with the course of events. And it didn't take long for Blizzard to drop the hammer on Blitzchung. The company announced that Blitzchung would be suspended from playing Hearthstone tournaments for a year and forcing him to forfeit thousands of dollars in prize money, plus firing the commentators who conducted the interview, saying he violated the rules. In a statement on Blitzchung's rule violation, Section 6.1 of the Grandmaster Tournament Rules, it states, engage in an act that, in Blizzard's sole discretion, brings you into public disrepute, offends a portion or group of the public, or otherwise damages Blizzard's image. Looks like to me that Blizzard broke their own rule. They have brought themselves into public disrepute, offended a portion, if not all of the public, and have damaged their own image. Their policy should have read, just to be factual, if it offends China, or Winnie the Pooh, or otherwise goes against Blizzard's attaining China's money, we reserve the right to step on anyone, or anyone's rights as we see fit. And while in the Western world, Blizzard is talking about rule violations, at the same time they released a statement in China, leading to one of the most two-faced comments in the corporate modern era. The China statement reads, "We are very angered and disappointed at what happened at the event and don't condone it in any way. We highly object to the spreading of personal political beliefs in this manner. We will always respect and defend the pride of our country," meaning China. With these previous points out of the way, I would like to briefly touch on the multiple times Blizzard in this situation has shot themselves in their own foot, like Blizzard canceling the Nintendo Overwatch event out of fear of protests, and Blizzard employees staging their own protests of the corporate higher-ups. Then you had the collegiate Hearthstone players that showed solidarity with Blitzchung by holding up a sign saying "Free Hong Kong, boycott Blizzard." Now, Blizzard did eventually give the college players a reprimand or ban, but they had already quit. How do you ban somebody who's already quit? That'd be kind of like your boss firing you after you've already told him to take his job and shove it. Now, Blizzard did backtrack a smidgen. After a horrendous amount of public backlash, they reinstated Blitzchung's winnings and cut his suspension down to 6 months, and the casters received the same 6-month spanking. Plus, Blizzard released yet another statement saying, and I am paraphrasing, but the gist of it is that their relationship with China has nothing to do with how heavy-handed they were with Blitzchung, which we all know is a lie. I hope everyone has waders on because the BS that Blizzard is spewing is getting deep. So that's the short recap of the events. Now, to understand where Blizzard decided to worship their Chinese overlords, we need to go back. I mean back to 2018 BlizzCon. The writing was on the wall before then, but it was made public at that event. I said it then, and I'll repeat it now. Diablo Immortal was announced for the Chinese market, not for the Western world. Mobile gaming is huge in China, and the Asia market as a whole. What made Blizzard think it was a good idea to announce a mobile game at a crowded event full of PC gamers is beyond me. It just goes to show you that the PR people at Blizzard are not the sharpest knives in the drawer. Now I will show you what they said at BlizzCon 2018 and what they really meant. You have to read in between the lines.
Hello everybody, hello BlizzCon. Welcome to the Diablo Immortal What's Next panel. Now, as we mentioned in the opening ceremonies, we've partnered with NetEase Games to make Diablo Immortal.
And for those of you who don't know who NetEase is, it's a Chinese internet technology company. It also develops and operates online PC and mobile games. You see, Blizzard can't directly enter the Chinese market. It needs a third-party Chinese company to partner with to make its entry. So, when questions like this come up, there's what they said and what they really meant.
I was curious, I see a lot of mechanics that we've kind of been begging for in Diablo 3 in this. Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any, the current plan is to be on mobile both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
You can play on your tablet too.
Instead of answering the question with, do you guys not have phones? It should have been more realistic, like answering it this way.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
Because people in China do, and that's who we're after. We do not care that you guys have been waiting years for a new Diablo game. We want to enter the Asian market to make more money. That's how that question should have been answered. Now, when it comes to a boycott of Blizzard, which I do support, I would support any boycott of a company that tramples on any human rights, including freedom of speech. I will admit, a boycott of Blizzard only has a small chance of getting our point across. The only way to get Blizzard to learn the error of their ways is by affecting their money, by the way of their stock price. That includes Activision as well. So, a total boycott of Activision Blizzard is the only way. By either people shutting down their Battle.net accounts, or just refusing to log in, canceling their pre-orders, and refusing to buy the Modern Warfare game that comes out next week should cause the stock price to fall dramatically. But, do gamers have the fortitude to pull this off? Are there enough of us that really care? Only time will tell, but I'm afraid this might be a losing battle. Because I know there are a lot of short-sighted thinkers out there. They don't think about things in the long term. Look at game monetization today. Gamers have just accepted it and put up with it. So I guess we'll have to see if people can come together enough to put Activision Blizzard in their place. Well, that's my take on it. Tell me what you think. Write it in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Well, with that, I'm out of here. I thank you for watching. Until next time, you all have a good one.